Miss Divya. It's an absolute pleasure to have you here. I would like to ask you, how do you approach diversity and inclusion in the modern workplace? And how does it contribute to organizational performance and innovation?
Great question. Diversity, equity, and inclusion is a concept whose time is here. And that's something that we very much recognize at Johnson Controls. We actually drive this globally through a concept called business resource groups. So these are resource groups which are run. We have resource groups, for example, for women. We've got resource groups for, veterans. We've got resource groups for people development, for people of different kinds of races. So, really, it's something that we drive very strongly across the organization. For us in India, the big theme that we have taken on or that we focus on is how do we ensure that there's equal representation of women at the workplace and in leadership roles. So this is something that we believe makes our organization stronger. And we have very clear targets and goals that we have set for ourselves because we believe that what gets measured is going to get done. And so, for example, when we hire for a senior leadership role, we ensure that the slate of candidates includes at least one really strong female candidate, to give an example. We're seeing the benefits of this. We believe that diversity at the workplace creates innovation. When you have multiple ideas, different thoughts, different styles based on the kind of people that you have, the diverse components of the workforce, that's where truly the organization is able to deliver to the next level. And in India, we have very, very strong just like the global business resource groups that we talked about, we have a lot of initiatives to encourage, diverse populations. For example, field commissioning work is considered very heavy work, difficult work, and traditionally, women didn't do it. We actually created a program where we brought in women to actually learn how to commission. And I personally met with some of those women who were doing this commissioning. And it's amazing how they felt so empowered. It was tough. And they said it's tough work, but they really enjoyed being, sort of forerunners or front runners in doing something that had earlier not been open to women. So that's just an example of the many programs that we run to empower, our diverse workplace.
So you mentioned that in every group, you sort of ensure that there is one strong woman candidate. Just wanted to ask you then, on what grounds is it evaluated if a woman is a strong candidate for a particular group?
So definitely, this we're talking about hiring, right? So for hiring, there are certain parameters for every role, right? There's a set of expectations which are very clearly laid out. We just want to make sure that in the final interview stage, there is at least one woman who has been found to meet all of those parameters. So we're never going to compromise on what we are looking for, right? And making sure that we hire the best talent. We just need to ensure that women are given an equal opportunity to be at that table.
All right. Interesting. I would like to ask you, how has your experience been at Most Preferred Workplace 2023, presented by Team Marksman?
Oh, that's been a great experience. Actually, it was very well curated, I must say. So, we've had a great mix of, on one side, some very thought provoking fireside chats, panel discussions. I was honored to be a panel member on one of the conversations around change change and how do we handle change at the workplace. But the keynote address, talking about a sense of purpose, all of that, it's been really thought provoking on one side, with some very erudite and senior leaders from the industry talking to us. So a lot of learning, and then on the other side there was sort of lightness and fun, with the sort of the mime and the music and all of that, and then of course the actual awards given by an icon like Mr. Govinda. So just overall a really great experience.
All right. Thank you so much, Divya. It was so breezy and at the same time enlightening to be chatting with you. Thank you so much.
It was a pleasure. Thank you so much.